Welcome in, everyone. This is Amanda, and today I wanted to do a quick video to discuss the energies that are coming in that are started on January 1st and are moving through January 11th. This is everything to do with the 1111 gateway, and I'll show you how that's connected. So, first of all, we know we're moving into a 1 year. And 2026, when you add it up, is a one. So we have on January 1st, a 111. January 11th, we have 1111, which is double, right? So what's intentional that's happening within these first 11 days, again, 11 being mastery of January, the beginning of the year, is a fire reset. It's an Aries activation, and it's burning off all of the old timelines that you've healed from that have to do with karmic situationships, all those versions of you that are no longer relevant, and the choice that you've made as to which timeline you're anchoring into. If you watched the 2026 annual report, what the theme is the tale of two cities. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And it's all about choosing which timeline that you desire to participate within. Everyone has that option and ability to choose. Most everybody already has. And so we come back around to the very beginning of the year and the intentional purpose of the fire that is being activated. So in my cosmology, Gateway 1 is connected to the Aries astrology, and that's very much about the initiation or action. It's not the impulse, it's the what happens when the impulse is created and the life force waking up and then taking the next step. So anything that does not align to this version of you that you've chosen to experience in this next phase of Earth School and the new timeline is being removed, burnt off, and recalibrated in your body. Moreover, you may be actually feeling it at the physical level because one is very much about the foundation. It's connected to the root chakra, our earthly embodiment, right? So what you're going to feel, because it governs the initiation force in the body, the place where that decides to live is in the head and the brainstem, because that's the impulse, the direction, the first signal. The adrenal glands, and that's the survival mechanism, right? Readiness, ignition, muscular initiation. That's the moment movement begins. And that muscle initiation is connected to your breath, the fight or flight response, and it's connected to your limbic system. And those are deep motor movement switches in the brain. So the minute your body poses to start a movement, it's already kicking everything in your system to push you there, to get you there safely, right? So because the new timelines that we're moving into are outside of that old mechanism of survival and fear, it's connected more to the creative impulse, right? Rather than what has been sustained over time out of survival. So in this new energy that we're moving into, it's removing that veil of non-remembrance of our divine authority. And once you resume divine authority over your spiritual and physical vessel, then you no longer need that false initiation that is triggered by survival. So you may have any kind of physical sensations that are based in any of those areas. You could have some, that could be headaches, could show up as headaches, neck pain, especially at the back of the head. You could be having hip or joint pain in the lower pelvic region or knees, joint pain in the knees. And I mean, that's a lot from inflammation. You could be having tension at the jaw and shoulder area and at back where your wings are, right? So the jaw at the apex where you open and shut the hinge TMJ joint, that's where your light body is going to connect into. And so if you're experiencing any kind of pain in the jaw or in the temporal region, that's because you're attempting to integrate a light body. So one of the things you can do with that is to talk to your body, activate your body's divine authority, activate your divine intelligence that exists within through your own technology, and ask it to do what it needs to do. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. But the choice is always yours to choose embodiment and to choose. And what that means is to choose to live in a more conscious state of what and how you participate with and interact with the field that connects you to everything. And when you become more coherent and more conscious about that connection, it removes that distorted impulsivity. That's what is causing the pain, or that is what's being kind of showing up in our physical arenas right now. Or adrenal fatigue, tension in the head, burnout from constantly pushing, right? So your adrenals are shot because you're constantly pushing. And this is even more so if you are a sun sign Aries, because then this is something that you are here to master, right? It's a mastery part of your timeline. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me think. So some of the things that could be happening if you've resolved more of this energy and you're on a different part of this fire, you may feel the sudden passion, purpose. That is really the healed or the more integrated, unpolarized aspect of Gateway 1, or even the root chakra. If you just look at the first chakra, it's about understanding that that passion and that fire inside of you is really about ferrying you into your divine purpose, right? So you may have sudden clarity. You could have more impatience with everything around you that doesn't line up to what you know you need to do. You're on it. You're ready to go, right? It's something about wanting to simplify your life as quickly as possible so that you can create a container that holds that fire that is within you, that is simmering, that is ready to ignite. Okay, and ignite in a way that is sustainable, and that's because it's balanced. Maybe you're having physical heat as you're feeling things move through, restlessness, burst of motivation, and then you kind of feel like, okay, I need to rest. So this is all connected to the 1111 gateway. It's connected to that fire energy. And what we want to do is balance it with all of the other elements, right? We want to balance the fire with the water. We want the water being emotion. We want it to be our plasma diamond light water, which is balanced emotion. We want to bring that in with the fire to normalize that. We want to bring up the earth, but we want to bring up the earth that is the 12 dimensions that are connected to the new crystalline earth, the new crystalline matrix, connected to what we're all co-creating together, that new earth that we have brought into manifestation, into actuality, so that we can plug into that and move outside of those 12 dimensions that are connected to the old timelines that are all about fear, all about survival, all about everything that you've been programmed and entrained to believe that is untrue, false light, and not in a place where you give your authority away to others. And then we want to balance it to the air, which is our mind, but we want to connect into the higher mind. That's through the soul star chakra that aligns you to the information and database that is all that you are, and allows you to stream, to download, to integrate more truth from your cosmic self, from the Hall of Records, from your book of life, from the Akashic Records, however you want to look at it in from the ethers, in the field of potential. Everything that you are exists, and you can bring that through your higher mind. but it has to be balanced with the earth. So as you can see, we are going to neutralize what needs to be neutralized and bring in what needs to be brought forward so that we can experience the remainder of what we have coming with this initiation energy, this fire, to end the debate within us, whether it's safe or not safe, to connect into a new way of thinking, feeling, and being, right? So we're just releasing the resistance. We need to let go of the tension that is existing between these two polarities. And so maybe you can ask yourself, what no longer deserves my energy? What decisions have already been made and I haven't honored them? What have I decided? I know this is what needs to happen, and yet I still persist with doing the thing that takes my energy that does not serve me. And you know exactly what that is. And if it's nothing, bravo, then you are ready to move into the Aquarian energy, which is gateway 11, which is all about humanity and stepping more fully into your divine purpose. And that is supported through your upper divine feminine aspect and your upper gateways. That's connected to your divine intuition, your inner technology. That's connecting into your star family and your galactic seated self. You're aligning all of your antenna of your body to that higher aspect of you. So that's the end game. That's where we're going. So the first part of January, because it's in this gateway period, is all about the burn off and releasing everything that's keeping us from speaking and honoring our truth. My throat is closing as I'm connecting into that. And it is about really being able to speak the truth. No illusion, no obligation, pure, unfiltered truth for you, whatever that truth is. So the first part of January, which is this gateway period of time, is that inner reflection. It's the quiet when you need to be quiet because you're letting those adrenals rebalance after you've been fighting for so long to get everything done and move through it, and in that imbalanced kind of way. It's rest and recalibration, because in the middle, towards the third week of January, is when all of the planets shift and all our own nodal points shift into gateway 11 and into Aquarius. And then in that space, that's when everything is going to start shifting big time in our physical environment. The new year really begins in the middle, like towards the middle of end of the first week in February, because we're connecting into the Piscean energy at that point. We're connecting into the 12th gateway, which is all about our divine authority. And so if you're feeling this now, just let it burn itself out, and know that that moving into towards the end of the month and into February, into Aquarian energy, into the 11th gateway, that things are going to shift really fast, especially if they've been stagnant for you. That's what this fire is burning off, all stagnation. And it's creating a new foundation for you based on your own individual truth of what you choose to experience and whatever that timeline holds for you. So that was quite a bit of information, but I wanted to really get this out soon, because I don't want to wait till the 11/11 on the 11th, because then you're going to miss this window of really being able to consciously engage and release. The full moon that we just had on the 3rd with Cancer full moon is connected to the 4th gateway, which is connected to the heart. And so it is releasing, that was a big player, and is still going to help you now to release the rest of these deep-seated emotions held really in the back of the heart space. And that's keeping you from receiving all that you're meant to receive. So that's what that Cancerian full moon is working with right now. So one of the things that we're going to do, I'm going to show you a couple exercises, and then I'm going to walk you through a brief meditation for the 1111. I want you, if it aligns with you and you choose to and you want to, and it's a part of your own choice, then it's something you can do every day to line up your entire energetic system to your highest timeline. It will allow all of that old energy to burn away, drop away, release from all aspects of you through all time, all space, all realities. And so it connects that divine authority that you have within you, activating that inner technology within so that you can start doing this for yourself. You are meant to be able to command your body as the authority, as the captain of your vessel, in telling it what it needs to do. And the truth is, if you don't, it will do exactly what it did yesterday and a day before and the day before until you tell it something different. It's always listening, always waiting for you to express a new command for it to engage in. And that new command is return me to my divine blueprint. I don't want to exist outside of that anymore. So if you don't know what to ask for, just tell your body, take me back to my original divine blueprint. Connect me into the truth of my being. Okay? Your body will listen, I promise. You're coded for that. You're made for that. So let's get started. Okay, so couple of activities that you can do. First of all, one of the things that I always teach that you need to do is have a daily practice so that you know when you're connected in to your authority and to source energy. And in that way, you know that you are receiving exactly what you need to receive through the intention of being there in the first place. Because you're energetic, everything is energy, and everything that you align to already has the intention, is already there. It's already in movement. The fact that you're listening to this, your body is already connecting to your higher self, already connecting into your divine authority, already pointing those antennae that exist within every cell of your body through your DNA to those versions of you in the quantum aspect, into the greater field, to all versions of you, saying, okay, everybody listen, here we go. There's something happening here. So because you're here, the intention for you is aligned with the intention for me to help be a divine mirror of that for you. So it's already attuning. So you don't have to really think too hard. Okay. So you can listen to this every day. And I could, even after the 11th, up to 7 days after, because the gateway is open. It's not a hard stop and start for energy. It's going to flow and it's going to bleed into the next layer. That's the way everything works. It's always constantly reaching into the next layer and pulling in and out. It's breathing in and out, just like your breath. So you can use it after the 11th if it makes you feel good and it helps you to align. Okay, so here we go. We want to first connect in. So from your heart space, and that if it feels comfortable for you, you can place one hand there just to draw your attention to the heart and just to begin to breathe a little bit deeper and a little bit slower than you normally would. We want to balance the nervous system first, always. Take you out of survival mode. So breathing in through the nose, nice deep breath in through the heart space for the count of 4 or 5. Same breath out for the count of 4 or 5, out through the nose. So breathe in a little bit deeper, a little bit slower into the heart space for the count of 4 or 5. And then release it. Breathing out. Let's do one more. Nice deep breath in. Feel your shoulders begin to relax, the body responding. And you can consciously engage with this, or you can just listen. That we are going to connect into our inner technology, our inner divine authority. We're going to activate that through the high heart or the thymus. You can even tap it when you want to program. All systems hear my voice, I am taking command of my vessel. Everybody breathe in, continuing to breathe in and continuing to breathe out. So I'm going to connect with your inner technology. I'm going to radiate the divine blueprint to you. Allow your body to receive. Continuing to breathe. On your next breath in, imagine a shimmering rainbow-colored orb starting to grow within the heart chamber. It's soft and pliable, plasma and orient. And it's growing with every breath in and expanding with every breath out. This is the spark of the divine, the rainbow energy from the 11th dimension. Breathing in, and it's moving now into the upper cavity of the chest and shoulders. And breathing out, it's expanding downward into the bottom part of the chest, filling the lungs, down the spine. Continuing to breathe in and letting it expand upward and downward as you breathe in and out. This diamond plasma holds the seed of creation. It holds the original blueprint for all of humanity. It connects to all 12 gateways. It connects to every nodal point that exists in your energy body and system. It knows exactly where to go and exactly what to do as it interfaces with your body's own inner technology. Continuing to breathe nice, long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. As it moves down the legs now, it moves past the hips, down the spine, to the knees, down both arms and around the head. It moves to your feet, to your fingertips, to your nose. And now it begins to push through the skin. Every part of your body relaxes as it welcomes divine remembrance and the truth for whatever that is for you. It clears the passageways. It releases tension in the body, releases any inflammation, any tension that's being held where stagnant pools of plasma have stopped spinning. It clears the fat, releasing all the negative thoughts, emotions, those toxins held in the physical body, in the waters of the body. Clears the imprint. It clears through the limbic system and the lymph nodes, the organs. It moves through all aspects of you at the cellular level, through the brain, brainstem, spine, spinal column. Feel it moving throughout your body freely as you continue to breathe in and out. If you feel a concentrated area of energy, just direct love and breath to that location until it eases, dissipates, and begins to flow. Allow this to be the plasma fire from Source, God, Creator, universal flow that clears away, removes all aspects from any old timeline that no longer serves you. Let it radiate through your body, adjusting all of the vortices, and there are appropriate spin points, balancing with equal giving and receiving, masculine and feminine, positive and negative polarities. This plasma is now moving through the actual physical system, past the skin, the boundaries of your physical container, moving out the skin now and pushing into your external energy bodies, clearing and cleansing in the same way, clearing all of those elements that were made, elementals made from thoughts, and anything that was resonating with those particular thoughts that may have found their way into your energy field. Let's clear all of that. Any cords of connection to things that no longer serve you. Anything that mentally loops over and over again in your mind. Things that you constantly think about. Let's break that connection, sever it. Matter to antimatter, releasing those old, worn out thoughts and beliefs. Disengaging from old ways of thinking that create old ways of being. As this diamond light, this liquid rainbow moves through all around the external part of your body, clearing and releasing anything in your energy fields, any external bodies that need to be cleared, balanced, brought into their highest light and vibration. Let's go ahead and balance our brain, our cranium, to our core. So balance your head to your body. Let's release all core distortions through all time, all space, all realities. Anything that is creating distortion in our physical container, translating from the there into the outward spiral and into the inward spiral. Let's balance it now and bring you into full unity in your upper and lower containers. Let's balance our right sphenoid to the left hip. Allow that opening across the sternum, across the lower abdomen. Nice deep breath in here. Long, deep breath out. Balance the left sphenoid to the right hip. Nice deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Your body is feeling much more balanced. And your masculine and feminine, or your left and your right side. And now that the outer bodies are just as balanced as your inner body, we're going to take all of that beautiful rainbow energy, that liquid rainbow. We're going to imagine it's running down the bottom of our feet, pooling in our Earth Star chakra, seeping into the healed earth, the golden earth, the new potential that exists for you. And now that source fire is moving through the earth to the center of Mother Earth's heart, the core of Earth, connecting into all the crystal ley lines, crystal timelines, into your pure diamond potential, allowing you to connect into the heart of Earth to receive whatever nutrients you need from Earth now. That's going to bring forward the people, places, things, opportunities, situations, synchronicities to take you closer to your soul family, to your divine purpose, and put you on the path that is the light for you. That same plasma energy now we're going to rotate through the upper spiral. That's from the heart, moving up to the top of the head, the crown, out the crown into your soul star. From there, we're going to connect it up into the Hall of Records, into the throne of grace, to replenish and restore you with your divine essence, all of the light that is needed to operate you at your higher level, connecting you into your galactic cosmology, into your cosmic truth, into your higher awareness, your imagination, allowing that to be seated in equal reciprocity and union with those crystal ley lines of Earth. Just continue to breathe. Nice, long, deep breaths in. Nice, easy, slow breaths in and out. You're retraining your nervous system, allowing yourself to connect more fully and deeply with deeper reservoirs of your own divine truth and potential. Activating remembrance of all that you are so that you may express it in this now physical container. So as long as it feels comfortable, you can stay in this space and float. If there's something specific that you want to bring forward in your own body awareness, if you need help moving through something that is unique to you, ask your light team to come in and help you now. Ask your body's own divine authority to help make it so. And from this space, it is your choice now to connect to your highest timeline. So I'll leave it to you to ask your own inner authority to remove all obstacles, any resistance I may have, known or unknown, seen or unseen, to connect me into my highest timeline, into my diamond self potential, and into my truth and remembrance. Okay, that was awesome. So that's something that I do every day for myself. And I think that if you do that, it's going to help you move through this next week. It's going to help you to connect more fully into your own ability to shift and change and heal and grow and expand and illuminate from within. I hope it was helpful. And I also did release today, I think, a pick a portal reading. So there's 3 portals. You can connect in to look at those, choose a portal and listen for the message for that. Give you a little bit more information on what you might be experiencing. That is good for January and February because it deals with that transition of energy that we are in the middle of. This video, again, is about preparing yourself to step into your highest timeline. And I'm going to leave it there. So have a beautiful Sunday, and I will talk with you again on the next video. Bye for now.